Be brave, master your mind and defy the odds. Audiobook. Ready to transform your life? Be brave, master your mind, and defy the odds, all by diving into the wisdom of reading Book 10. This is where your journey begins. Only overcomes adversity but thrives because of it. No matter what you're facing, bravery starts in your mind. The first principle of defying the odds is belief. What you believe about yourself and your potential shapes your reality. The world will often tell you that certain things are impossible or that the odds are not in your favor, but when you master your mind, you stop letting external circumstances define what's possible. Instead, you begin to see challenges as opportunities to grow, learn, and prove your strength. The belief that you can overcome any obstacle is the foundation of bravery. Next is resilience. Life will test you, but defying the odds means refusing to back down. Resilience isn't just about enduring difficulty, it's about bouncing back stronger, wiser, and more determined. To be brave is to face setbacks with the confidence that they are temporary and the conviction that you will prevail. Each time you rise after falling, you reinforce the courage to take on even bigger challenges. Another crucial aspect of bravery is action. You cannot master your mind or defy the odds by standing still. Brave people move forward even when the path is unclear. They understand that small, consistent actions create momentum, and with momentum comes breakthroughs. To defy the odds, you must step out of your comfort zone and take risks, knowing that every step forward brings you closer to your goals. Finally, bravery requires self-compassion. To be brave, you must allow yourself to be human, to embrace imperfections, learn from mistakes, and celebrate progress instead of perfection. Self-compassion fuels your courage, reminding you that setbacks are not failures but part of the journey. This book will teach you how to master your mind, cultivate resilience, and take bold action to defy the odds. Are you ready to embrace your bravery and achieve what others call impossible? The journey begins with your decision to be bold, to believe, and to rise. Is it possible that the true essence of bravery isn't the absence of fear but the mastery of your mind and the defiance of odds? You've likely faced moments of self-doubt and hesitation where your fears seemed created by past experiences. They can haunt you like ghosts, whispering tales of failure, embarrassment, and pain, but you don't have to live in their shadow. You've got the power to illuminate your fear, to see it for what it really is, just a feeling. Start by identifying your fears. What's holding you back? Is it the fear of failure, of rejection, of the unknown? Once you've identified them, write them down. This is your first step towards freedom. Now take a moment to reflect on those fears. What's their source? Why do they persist? Understanding their origin can demystify them, stripping them of their power. Next, it's time to challenge your fears. Ask yourself, what's the worst that could happen? More often than not, you'll find that the reality isn't as terrifying as the fear itself. Lastly, embrace your fears. They're a part of you, but they don't define you. They can be your greatest teacher, guiding you towards growth and resilience. So take that leap of faith, push past your fear, and step into your power. You're stronger than your fears. You've got this. You're brave. Believe in yourself and defy the odds. Chapter 2: Understanding your inner critic. Listen closely, because there's a voice inside you that's been whispering all along. It's your inner critic. You might know it as is that nagging doubt, the persistent fear, or the voice that whispers you're not good enough. It's been there, subtly shaping your decisions and actions, maybe even holding you back from your full potential. Understand this: you're not alone. Everyone has an inner critic. It's part of being human, but it's essential To understand your inner critic is not your enemy, it's not there to belittle or destroy you, it's a part of you that's trying to protect you, albeit in an overzealous, often unhelpful way. Your inner critic is born out of fear, fear of failure, fear of rejection, fear of not being enough. It's trying to keep you safe by keeping you in your comfort zone, but real growth, real bravery comes from stepping out of that comfort zone. Take a step back and listen to what your inner critic is saying. Is it helpful? Or is it holding you back? Don't let it dictate your actions. You have the power to challenge it, to question its validity. Start by recognizing that it's there, acknowledge it, thank it for its concern, but remind it that you're in control. Chapter 2: Building Self-Awareness. Building self-awareness is the next essential step in mastering your mind. It is the foundation for all growth and progress. Without a clear understanding of yourself, your thoughts, emotions, and actions, you're like a ship sailing aimlessly in the vast ocean. You have the potential to be the captain and steer yourself towards your desired destination. To build self-awareness, you need to start by observing yourself. Pay attention to your reactions, your habits, your triggers. Listen to your inner voice and don't shy away from your feelings. They're not just random occurrences, they're your mind's way of communicating with you. The journey toward self-awareness isn't always comfortable. You'll come across aspects of yourself that you don't particularly like. You might even be tempted to ignore them, to push them under the rug, but that's not the way to go. Embrace those parts of you, they're what make you human. Remember, you can't change what you don't acknowledge. Self-awareness isn't a destination, it's a journey. It's a continuous process of learning and unlearning about yourself. It empowers you to take control of your mind, your actions, and ultimately your life. Chapter 4: Letting Go of Past Conditioning. It could be contended that the most challenging part of mastering your mind is letting go of past conditioning. Indeed, past conditioning can be like a chain anchoring you to old beliefs, habits, and ways of thinking that no longer serve you. But remember, you're not bound to your past. You've the power to rewrite your story. Let's start by acknowledging that your past conditioning doesn't determine your future. You're not your mistakes, your struggles, or your disappointments. They're part of your journey, not your destination. They've shaped you, sure, but they don't define you. In letting go, you're not forgetting or erasing your past, you're simply choosing not to be held captive by it. You're deciding that your future won't be a mere repetition of what's been, but a demonstration of what can be, and that's a brave choice, a choice that empowers you to create a life shaped by your aspirations, not your fears. So break those chains, release the weight of old conditioning. It might be scary, it might be uncomfortable, but growth is rarely found in comfort zones. And remember, you don't have to do it alone. Reach out, find support, be patient with yourself. In the end, letting go isn't about losing, it's about gaining freedom, gaining control, gaining a future unchained from your past. And that, my friend, is a journey worth starting on. So take a deep breath, believe in yourself, and let go. Your future self will thank you. Chapter 5: Embracing Vulnerability. Vulnerability, often misconstrued as weakness, is actually a strength that can set you on a path to mastering your mind. It's a portal to authenticity, connection, and innovation. It invites you to embrace your imperfections, to quit the facade of invincibility, and to accept that you're human, flawed, yet capable of growth. It's scary to be vulnerable, isn't it? To lay your heart bare, to risk rejection, to step into the unknown. But here's the truth: it's in that rawness, that openness, where you discover your true power. Vulnerability isn't about winning or losing, it's about having the courage to show up, to be seen, to live authentically. Embrace your vulnerability, let it become your strength. Unmask your fears, your doubts, your insecurities. They don't define you, they're merely part of your journey. Recognize them, learn from them, but don't Let them hold you back. Your vulnerability is not a sign of weakness but a reflection of your bravery. Embracing vulnerability means trusting yourself. It means having faith in your ability to handle whatever life throws your way. It's about believing that you're enough just as you are. It's about standing in your truth even when it's uncomfortable. Don't shy away from vulnerability. Revel in it. Let it fuel your journey towards mastering your mind. Remember, it's not about being perfect, it's about being real. So be brave, be vulnerable, be you. Embrace your vulnerability and watch as it transforms you in your world. Chapter 6: Fostering a Resilient Attitude. Every setback you face is merely an opportunity in disguise, an invitation to cultivate a resilient attitude. It's not about ignoring the pain or denying the hardship, but about viewing adversities as challenges, not threats. It's about embracing the struggle, knowing it's part of your journey to becoming the best version of yourself. You see, resilience isn't something you're born with. It's something you build. It's the product of deliberate, persistent effort and intentional mindset shifts. It's about choosing to get back up even when you've been knocked down time and time again. Train your mind to see the good in every situation. Look for lessons in your failures and use them as stepping stones to success. You've got the power to turn obstacles into opportunities, so use it. Remember, it's not the strongest who survive but those most adaptable to change. Be that person. Believe in your ability to bounce back. Trust in your strength and your capacity to overcome any hurdle life throws your way. You've got this. You're stronger than you think, braver than you believe, and more resilient than you could ever imagine. Chapter 7: Develop a progressive mindset in self. Take a moment and consider this. The key to your future lies within your mindset. It's not about where you've been but where you're going. Your past doesn't define you, your mindset does. It's your mindset that determines whether you'll stumble and fall or whether you'll rise and conquer. It's all about perspective, and a progressive mindset is the best perspective you can have. A progressive mindset isn't just about embracing change, it's about actively seeking it. It's about viewing challenges as opportunities for growth rather than obstacles to be avoided. It's about being solution-oriented, not problem-focused. Don't get stuck in the rut of complacency. Push yourself to learn, to grow, to evolve. When you adopt a progressive mindset, you're not just adapting to the world around you, you're shaping it. You're leading the charge, not just following the crowd. You're setting the pace, not just keeping up. Chapter 8: Conquering your own self-doubt. Within you, beneath layers of fear and uncertainty, lies a strength waiting to burst forth. This strength is your weapon against self-doubt, that insidious villain that sneaks in when you're vulnerable, whispering that you're not good enough, that you can't achieve your dreams. But here's the truth: you can and you will. Self-doubt is not a behemoth to be slain in a single battle. It's a series of skirmishes, a daily war to be won, and the key to victory, it's not in some external power or a secret formula. It's within you. Every time you choose to believe in yourself, every time you push past fear, you're winning. You're proving that you're stronger than the doubt that seeks to hold you back. Each victory, no matter how small, is a step forward, and each step brings you closer to the person you're meant to be, the person you are at your core. Brave, resilient, unstoppable. Notice your self-doubt, acknowledge it, but don't let it define you. Instead, let it drive you. Use it as a catalyst for growth. Let it push you to prove it wrong. Stand tall, look it in the eye and say, I can, I will. Watch me. Chapter 9: The establishment of a conducive atmosphere. You have the power to create your own reality, to establish an atmosphere favorable to growth and success. It's in your hands to craft an environment that's not only encouraging but also empowering. It's not just about the physical surroundings but also about the mental and emotional climates you foster within yourself. They're equally important, if not more. Imagine Your mind is a garden. What you feed it determines the kind of plants that grow. If you consistently feed it with positivity, you'll grow thoughts of confidence and courage. If you nourish it with negativity, you'll breed thoughts of fear and doubt. That's why it's essential to guard your mind vigilantly to guarantee that it's always a breeding ground for positivity and growth. Surround yourself with people who inspire and challenge you, those who don't just accept your dreams but fuel them. These are the people who will not only be there during your triumphs but also during your trials, the ones who push you to be braver, stronger, better. Don't settle for less. You deserve an environment that supports your journey towards greatness. Chapter 10: Establishing Courageous Objectives. Brim with resolve. It's now time to set courageous objectives. You've built the atmosphere, you've stoked the fire within, and now it's time to make your mark on the world. But remember, this isn't about merely setting goals, it's about setting courageous, audacious, life-changing objectives. These are the goals that make your heart race and your mind reel. They're big, they're bold, and they're yours for the taking. You're not setting these objectives to impress others or to check off a list. You're setting them because you're ready to step into your greatness, to stretch beyond your comfort zone, and to embrace the challenge that comes with reaching for the extraordinary. This is about harnessing your inner power and directing it towards a future that resonates with your deepest desires. But don't be fooled, these objectives won't be easy to attain. They'll require sweat, tears, and a relentless pursuit of greatness. You'll need to be bold, to be brave, and to believe in yourself like never before. But remember, the journey towards these courageous objectives is just as important as the end goal. Chapter 11: Conquering the Most Terrifying Fears. Understand that it's okay to be afraid. What's not okay is allowing fear to dictate your actions. Take control. You're the driver in this journey, not your fears. Don't let them steer you off the path to your goals. Instead, face them head on. Acknowledge them and then move past them. Conquering your most terrifying fears won't happen overnight. It's a process, a journey that you'll undertake every day. But with each step you take, each fear you conquer, you'll be one step closer to your audacious objectives. Be brave, master your mind, defy the odds. Crafting a masterful action plan is the next crucial step in your personal journey. It's the road map to your destination, the blueprint of your masterpiece, the key to revealing your potential. Your action plan isn't just a list of tasks, it's a reflection of your ambition, a sign of your dedication, a beacon guiding you towards greatness. Start by identifying your ultimate goal. What do you want to achieve? What's the grand vision that fuels your passion, that keeps you awake at night, that you're willing to fight for? Be specific, be bold, be brave. This is your dream, own it. Next, break down your ultimate goal into manageable sub-age goals. Think of these as checkpoints along your journey. They'll keep you on track, help you measure your progress, and boost your confidence when you reach them. Remember, Rome wasn't built in a day, and you won't reach your goal overnight. Be patient, stay focused, and celebrate every victory, no matter how small. Finally, assign a timeline to each sub-age goal. This will keep you accountable, help you manage your time effectively, and guarantee you stay motivated. Remember, time waits for no one. Make every second count. Your action plan is more than just a strategy, it's a commitment to yourself. It's a promise that you won't give up, that you'll keep pushing, that you'll defy the odds and master your mind. So go on, be brave, build your action plan, begin your journey, and create your own destiny. Chapter 12: Building Courageous Habits. The road to bravery begins with the formation of courageous habits. You can't expect to become fearless overnight. It's a journey, a process that requires commitment and determination. But don't fret, you've got this. In the face of adversity, it's important to tap into your reservoir of courage. Cultivate habits that allow allow you to face your fears head-on rather than shrink away. Start small, perhaps by speaking up in a meeting or trying something new. These small victories will build your confidence, and over time these actions will become second nature. Remember, courage isn't about being fearless, it's about acting in spite of fear. So step out of your comfort zone, challenge yourself daily. It's okay to be afraid, but don't let that fear paralyze you. Instead, use it as fuel to propel you forward. And guess what? The more you practice courage, the easier it becomes. You'll find yourself better equipped to handle whatever life throws your way. And isn't that a marvelous thing to aspire to? Chapter 13, Training Oneself to Be Attentive. Mindfulness is your secret weapon in the quest for courage. It's not just about sitting quietly with your thoughts, it's about tuning into the world around you, sensing the subtle shifts, the quiet whispers of change. It's about showing up fully and completely in every moment. Imagine what you could achieve if you were fully present in each moment, attentive to the world around you. Your focus would be unwavering. You'd notice the little things that often go unnoticed. You'd see opportunities before they became obvious. You'd sense danger before it struck. You'd be a step ahead. Always training yourself to be attentive isn't as tough as it sounds. Start by paying attention to your breath. Feel it as it fills your lungs and then leaves your body. Notice the subtle changes in temperature, the rise and fall of your chest. Then extend this attentiveness to your thoughts. Don't judge them or try to change them, just notice them, observe them as they come and go. Next, pay attention to your surroundings. Take in the sights, the sounds, the smells. Notice the way the light falls, the way the wind sounds, the scent of the air. Be fully present in each moment, fully attentive to the world around you. Chapter 14, The Reframing of Unfavorable Thoughts. One single thought has the power to make or break your day. It can be a subtle whisper or a loud roar, but its impact is undeniable. You see, your thoughts shape your reality. They're the architects of your emotions, the painters of your world. But what if you could harness that power, control it, and use it to your advantage? That's where the art of reframing comes into play. Reframing is a powerful tool that you've got in your mental toolkit. It's about taking those unfavorable thoughts, the ones that bring you down, and turning them around. It's about seeing the silver lining in every cloud, the opportunity in every difficulty. It's not about denying reality, but about choosing a more empowering perspective. Imagine you've had a terrible day at work. Instead of dwelling on the negatives, try to see it as an opportunity to learn and grow. Maybe you've discovered a gap in your skills that you can now work on. Perhaps you've uncovered a problem that you can help solve. Reframing isn't about sugarcoating or pretending, it's about choosing to focus on the positive, and in doing so changing your mindset. You'll start to see the world differently, and this shift in perspective can have profound effects on your well-being and success. Chapter 15, Developing Emotional Intelligence. Imagine yourself as a ship captain, steering through the predictable seas of life. You're weathering storms, guiding vast oceans, and sometimes sailing under clear blue skies. Your emotional intelligence is the compass by which you steer, leading you through both calm and turbulent waters. You're likely familiar with IQ, but have you heard of EQ, emotional quotient? It's what allows you to understand, process, and respond to emotions both in yourself and others. You see, being brave isn't about suppressing your feelings, it's about understanding and managing them. It's about sailing with the wind. not against it. Developing your emotional intelligence begins with self-awareness. You've got to know your strengths, weaknesses, and triggers. Once you're tuned into your emotions, you can start to manage them effectively. You can't control the sea, but you can control your ship. Next, turn your focus outward. Empathy is the soul of emotional intelligence. It's about understanding others' feelings as if they were your own. It's about connecting when you can relate to others on an emotional level. You reveal the ability to guide complex social situations and build stronger relationships. Chapter 16: Learning from failure. Throughout your journey, you'll inevitably face failures. They will knock you down, but don't let them keep you down. Instead, see each failure as an opportunity for growth, a stepping stone towards your ultimate goal. You might be tempted to hide your failures, to shy away from them. Don't embrace them. They're not a sign of weakness, but a reflection of your strength and resilience. Each failure is a battle scar, a badge of honor, proof that you dared to try. It's proof that you're not afraid to take risks, to step out of your comfort zone. So what do you do when you face failure? You learn from it, you dissect it, analyze it, understand it. You figure out what went wrong and why. You use this knowledge to make better decisions in the future, to avoid making the same mistakes again. You turn your failure into a stepping stone towards success. Remember, it's not about how many times you fall, but how many times you get back up. It's about persistence, grit, determination. It's about not letting failure define you, but using it to redefine yourself. It's about turning your wounds into wisdom, your setbacks into comebacks. In the end, you'll realize that failure isn't the opposite of success, it's a part of it. It's a necessary step on your journey towards greatness. So be brave, embrace failure, learn from it, grow from it, and above all, never give up, because you're stronger than you think, more resilient than you believe, and capable of more than you can imagine. Chapter 17: Embracing music. Imperfection. Perfectionism, a relentless taskmaster, often keeps you shackled in the prison of self-doubt and fear. It's a voice in your head whispering that you're not good enough, that you must always aim for more, for better. But here's the truth: the pursuit of perfection isn't just it's impossible. Consider the beauty of a sunset. No two are exactly alike, and yet each one captivates with its unique blend of colors and patterns. Just like those sunsets, you're a singular blend of traits, experiences, and talents. Your imperfections don't detract from your value, they enhance it. Embracing imperfection isn't about settling for less, it's about acknowledging that you're work in progress, and that's okay. It's about learning to love yourself, warts and all, and understanding that your worth isn't tied to an impossible standard. Give yourself permission to make mistakes. They're stepping stones on your journey, not roadblocks. Each one is an opportunity to learn, adapt, and grow. Remember, there's no growth in your comfort zone and no comfort in your growth zone. Stop comparing yourself to others. Their journey isn't yours. Instead, focus on being the best version of yourself. Celebrate your victories, no matter how small. Acknowledge your struggles, but don't let them define you. Above all, be patient. Change takes time. Embrace the process, trust in your abilities, and keep moving forward. You're stronger and more resilient than you think, so dare to be imperfect, dare to be you. Chapter 18: Enhancing one's self-assurance in the face of adversity. It's your self-assurance that acts as an unwavering beacon, guiding you through the storm. It's this unfailing belief in your abilities that empowers you to defy the odds, to rise above the challenges, and to march forward with confidence. The self-assurance doesn't just sprout overnight, it's nurtured, cultivated, and grown. You've got the power to enhance your self-assurance. It begins with acknowledging your worth and recognizing your strengths. You're not just a collection of flaws and failures, you're also a reservoir of talents, abilities, and achievements. Start keeping a record of your successes no matter how small they may seem. This isn't about boasting, it's about building a solid foundation of positive self-perception that you can draw strength from. Don't shy away from setting ambitious goals. Stretching your capabilities builds confidence. When you achieve what you once thought was impossible, your self-assurance naturally skyrockets. Yes, there might be failures along the way, but remember, failure isn't the opposite of success, it's part of the journey to success. Finally, surround yourself with positivity. Build relationships with those who believe in you, who inspire you, who challenge you to be better. Their faith in you can bolster your own self-assurance. Self-assurance isn't a luxury, it's a necessity. It's the fuel that drives your journey towards mastering your mind and defying the odds. So start today, enhance your self-assurance and embrace the divine greatness that lies within you. Chapter 19: Establishing a positive mental attitude. Imagine yourself as a ship sailing on the sea of life. The waves and winds may be unpredictable, but your course is determined by the compass of your mind. That compass is your attitude, and it's in your power to set it towards positivity. A positive mental attitude isn't just about plastering a smile on your face or pretending everything's perfect. It's a deep-seated belief that no matter what happens, you've got what it takes to triumph. It's the force that propels you forward when the sea gets stormy, and it's the wind that fills your sails when the waters are calm. Don't underestimate the power of positivity. It can turn obstacles into opportunities and failures into stepping stones. It helps you see beyond the surface of things to the potential that lies beneath. It's the lens through which you perceive your world, and it shapes your reality. Developing a positive attitude is like building a muscle. It requires consistent effort and practice. So start by embracing positivity in small ways. Be grateful for the blessings in your life. Surround yourself with positive people. Replace negative thoughts with positive ones. Remember, the journey of 1,000 miles begins with a single step in the face of adversity. Be brave, master your mind, defy the odds with a positive mental attitude. You're not just a ship sailing on the sea of life, you're a powerful vessel capable of charting your course, braving the storms and reaching your destination. So set your compass towards positivity and watch how your world transforms. Chapter 20: Creating a morning routine. Ever thought about how your mornings set the tone for the rest of your day? It's true, your morning routine can make or break your day. It's not just about getting up and getting ready, it's about setting an intention, creating an environment of success and building momentum for the day ahead. Think of your morning routine as your personal launchpad. It's your opportunity to rise above the odds and soar. It's not about perfection, it's about progress. It's about carving out a slice of time each morning to prime your mind, fuel your body, and ignite your spirit. So where do you start? First, think about what energizes you. Do you thrive on quiet reflection, or do you need a jolt of adrenaline to get your day started? Once you've identified what sparks your fire, incorporate it into your morning routine. It could be as simple as 5 minutes of meditation, a brisk walk, or jamming out to your favorite song. Next, set a goal for the day. It doesn't have to be anything earth-shattering, just something achievable that aligns with your long-term goals. This will give your day purpose and direction. Finally, make your routine non-negotiable. Treat it as a critical part of your day, not an afterthought. Remember, your morning routine is a commitment to your success. It's your first step in Mastering Your Mind and Defying the Odds Chapter 21 Setting Self-Care as a Priority. Prioritizing self-care is not a luxury, it's a necessity. It's the foundation of a strong mind, a healthy body and a courageous spirit. Without it you're running on empty, and it's only a matter of time before your engine gives up. So let's turn this around. You've got to understand that self-care isn't selfish. It's not about indulging in excessive pampering or shirking responsibilities. On the contrary, it's about taking responsibility for your well-being. It's about recognizing that you're deserving of care and concern just like anyone else. Imagine you're an athlete. You wouldn't expect to win a marathon without proper training and nutrition, would you? Just like an athlete, your mind and body need care to function at their best. Consider self-care as your training regime. Now think about what self-care means to you. It could be taking time out for a hobby, exercising, eating well, getting enough sleep, or even just saying no when you're overwhelmed. It doesn't have to be grand or elaborate. It just needs to be something that replenishes you, something that makes you feel good. Chapter 22 Developing Healthy Boundaries. In the domain of self-care, developing healthy boundaries is a game changer. It's not just about saying no, it's about understanding your value and protecting your peace. It's about saying yes to what fuels your spirit and no to what drains it. Remember, you're not being selfish, you're being self-full. Now you might think, but I don't want to hurt anyone's feelings. Here's the thing, you've got to put on your own oxygen mask first. You can't pour from an empty cup. It's okay to prioritize yourself. In fact, it's necessary. So how do you develop these boundaries? Start by identifying what drains you. Is it a certain relationship, a time-consuming obligation? Once you pinpointed these energy thieves, it's time to set some limits. Then practice saying no. It might feel uncomfortable at first, but with time it'll become second nature. And remember, when you say no to something, you're saying yes to something else, perhaps something far more valuable for your well-being. Finally, be clear about your boundaries. Communicate them with kindness and confidence. You might fear backlash, but know this: those who respect you will respect your boundaries. Developing healthy boundaries is a courageous act of self-love. It's about honoring yourself enough to stand up for your well-being. It's not easy, but it's worth it. So be brave, set those boundaries, and watch how your life transforms. Remember, you're not just surviving, you're thriving, and that, my friend, is the power of healthy boundaries. Chapter 23 Finding Your Why. Imagine a life where you wake up every morning fueled by a profound sense of purpose. You're not just drifting aimlessly, but are driven by a powerful force. Your why. This isn't mere wishful thinking, but a reality that can be yours if you dare to embrace it. Your why is your compass, your North Star in the vast ocean of life. It's the driving force behind every decision you make, every path you take. But how do you find it? It starts with introspection. Look within, dig deep into your passions, your values, your dreams. What stirs your soul? What brings you joy? What would you do even if you weren't paid for it? These are clues to uncovering your why. Remember, your why is personal. It's not defined by societal expectations or what others think you should do. It's all about what matters to you, what fulfills you. It's your life, your journey. Don't let anyone else define it for you. Finding your why is an empowering journey, a journey that will give your life new meaning and direction. It's not always an easy journey, but it's worth it. Once you discover your why, you'll find the courage to face any challenge, to defy the odds, to be brave. Chapter 24, Maintaining Momentum. You found your why, now let's keep that fire burning. It's time to supercharge your daily habits. Celebrate those small wins and always keep your focus laser sharp. Let's create an accountability system that works for you, and together we'll swiftly eliminate any distractions standing in your way. Harness the power of consistency and allow it to transform your day-to-day. It doesn't require monumental changes, just a tweak in your daily habits can make a huge difference. Imagine the incredible impact when your habits align with your goals. You're not just drifting, you're steering your life with determination and a clear direction. Don't be deterred by the mundane, it's the small habitual actions that compound over time, leading to massive growth. Embrace the repetition, it's your path to mastery. You've got to feel the grind to reveal the diamond. When habits become ingrained, they run on auto co-pilot, freeing up mental space for you to focus on the bigger picture. It's time to get intentional with your habits. Identify what's holding you back and replace it with something that propels you forward. Chapter 25, Prioritize small wins. Now on the path to success, small victories matter. They're stepping stones, building blocks, essential elements in the journey to greatness. You may overlook them, but don't. Each small win is a victory over self-doubt, an affirmation of your strength, a demonstration of your resilience. Don't wait for the big wins to celebrate. Seize the joy of the moment, the satisfaction in every task completed, every goal achieved. These are not just tasks ticked off a list, they're affirmations that you're on the right path, that you're making progress. Take a moment right now, reflect on your recent small wins. Maybe you stuck to your workout routine, or you completed a project ahead of schedule. Celebrate these victories, they're proof you're moving forward, that you're capable of more than you think. Staying focused in a world full of distractions is a true feat of mental strength. It's easy to get sidetracked, to lose sight of your goals, but you're different. You've got the strength to stay the course, to keep your eyes on the prize. You just need to harness it, to channel it into a laser-like focus. It's not about ignoring everything else, it's about knowing what deserves your attention. Every day you're bombarded with noise, emails, texts, social media, they're all clamoring for your attention, but you've got the power to say no, to decide what gets your time and what doesn't. Remember, your focus is like a muscle. The more you use it, the stronger it gets. So make it a habit. Practice. When you feel your mind wandering, bring it back. Remind yourself of your goals, your dreams. They're worth fighting for. You've got to stay focused, always on. Keep your momentum. Be brave. Master your mind and defy the odds, because you're capable of greatness. Chapter 26, Create Accountability System. Building on your ability to focus can consider the powerful tool of accountability in maintaining momentum. It's your secret weapon in the fight against complacency and procrastination. Having someone or something to answer that keeps you honest, pushing you to uphold your commitments. So how do you create an effective accountability system? Start by sharing your goals. Broadcast them to a trusted friend, a mentor, a coach, or even your social media followers. These individuals become your accountability partners. They'll ask about your progress, celebrate your victories, and offer support when the road gets tough. They'll remind you of why you started when you're tempted to give up. Next, set clear, measurable goals. Make them specific and time-bound. This way you'll know exactly what you're working towards and by when. You'll have concrete criteria to evaluate your progress. Lastly, create a feedback loop. Regular check-ins with your accountability partners will keep you on track. Discuss your successes, setbacks, and strategies for improvement. Remember, accountability isn't about punishment, it's about transparency. the honesty and growth. It's about owning your journey and bravely defying the odds. So embrace accountability and watch how it fuels your momentum in life. Countless distractions vie for your attention, threatening to derail your momentum, but remember, you're stronger than any distraction. It's your life, your dreams, and your future at stake. You must eliminate distractions fast. Start by identifying what pulls you away from your goals. Is it social media, endless news, or unnecessary phone calls? Once recognized, take deliberate action. Turn off those notifications. Set boundaries with colleagues and allocate specific times for checking emails. Don't let the noise of the world drown out your voice. But it's not just about eliminating distractions, it's about replacement. Replace those time wasters with activities that feed your soul and bring you closer to your dreams. Read inspiring books, exercise, meditate, or listen to motivational podcasts. Chapter 27. Track progress daily. Now that you're tackling distractions head-on, it's time to amplify your journey with another powerful tool: daily progress tracking. This simple yet potent strategy is your secret path to maintaining momentum. It's not just about marking off completed tasks on your to-do list, it's about recognizing your achievements, no matter how small, and using them to fuel your drive to defy the odds. Daily tracking allows you to visualize your progress, and there's nothing more empowering than seeing the fruits of your labor unfold. It's a constant reminder that you're moving forward, that you're inching closer to your goals each day. But remember, it's not a race, it's your journey, and every step you take counts. Use a journal, a digital tool, or any method that works for you. The key is consistency. Make it a habit to record your accomplishments, your challenges, and your insights. It's a powerful way to stay grounded, stay focused, and stay motivated. Fear might have been a roadblock once, but it's time to show it who's boss yet again. Yes, you've done it before, and you can certainly do it again. Remember, the strength within you is greater than any obstacle before you. Your courage is not the absence of fear, but the triumph over it. You're stronger now, more resilient. You've seen your fear, acknowledged it, and stared it down. You don't need to eradicate fear completely, but rather learn to dance with it. Let it lead you to unexplored territories within your mind, pushing you beyond the boundaries of your comfort zone. Maintaining momentum means acknowledging the fear and stepping forward regardless. It's about understanding that fear is a natural part of growth and not allowing it to stall your progress. You've got this. Your fear doesn't control you, you control it. So are you ready to master your mind? Your next chapter awaits. Keep being brave, mastering your mind, and defying the odds, one page at a time with Rating Book 10.